Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
OD can't manage. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What's up, my delightful gigglers?
Wholesome, sweet, nice for a Sunday.
How is my goddaughter?
She's doing good. I had like such mom guilt
No.
this weekend. I was like getting picture and text updates of like what she was doing all weekend.
She's like growing.
and I'm like, does she know I'm coming back though?
The thing is, when she does see you, you're gonna realize how like cats are so excited to see you.
Mm-hmm.
When people think cats aren't,
Yeah.
it's like she's gonna be so happy. I'm gonna meet her after this pod, not
I'm
to make
so
it about me,
excited.
but she has to meet her godmother.
Yeah. What if
Um,
she likes you more because she just knows?
Well, that's why I let you guys bond for a week, because I didn't want to have to take her.
No, I'm like so obsessed with her
No,
now.
but she's literally so you coded. She's gonna see me and like barf.
Can I say something though? This is like this might be a bit off-putting. But here we are. So like the first day I got her, like obviously you're like, this thing is so cute. And then like the second day I was like, okay, like I like her obviously, but I'm not like in love with her.
You're not bonded.
Right. And then I got so nervous for like when you have a baby,
Mhm.
like when it comes out, like everyone's like, oh my God, it's a love you've never felt before. And
Yeah.
it's like, you're just like overjoyed. Like, what if I'm not?
Didn't Khloe Kardashian come out and just was like, I pretty much did not feel that for a while?
Yeah, but she didn't have it. Like she wasn't pregnant with her son.
Oh.
Like that was a surrogate. So I think she was, but I was like, oh my God, I could not imagine like postpartum. Like I was
feel like
like
a lot of men feel like that because they didn't carry the kid.
right.
Sorry,
like, they
I
don't
have-
feel as connected.
I'm wearing my sunglasses right now, and this reminds me of this meme. Sometimes you wear your sunglasses and you can't talk, hear,
Yeah.
or see.
right.
Like I need to take these off because okay, I'm awake.
Because you're like, wait, now I need to
You have
try.
like no stimulate. I don't know
No, I
why.
can't
How come you
think.
can't hear when you have sunglasses on? You know, when you're like walking the street and someone says something to you and you're like, I have my sunglasses on.
It's like when you're driving and you're trying to find it, so you like turn the radio down. You're like, I can't see where I'm going with this music.
No, yeah, men will be like, okay, it's the thing. But that's the thing with having babies. Like, it's a lot of the unknown, but it's a journey.
right.
Motherhood is a journey. Look at us speaking. As a mother of 6 years, it's a journey. But Butter, I wasn't even trying to adopt. She just
Right.
wasn't coming out from under the bed.
No, I definitely feel different. Like I think about things differently. I'm like, I have a child at home I need to provide
I
for.
know. But I also was very careful when you were like picking out the cat that like you have to pick a cat that's right for you and a cat that likes you, like a cat that picks you.
Yeah.
Because like some cats could take weeks to like settle in. Like a lot of cats will do this thing where you get your cat and then the next day you cannot find your cat. It happens all the time. Like if you look at Google, it's like a top search, where is my cat? Like I like multiple times because cats are insane at hiding. Like they will find
Insane.
like in radiators. Like
Yeah.
so many times I've gotten a kitten and they like hide and we think we lost
No,
the
she
kitten.
got inside of like my bed frame.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you're so skinny.
No, they're creative, they're stealth, they're spies.
No, they literally are.
But it sounds like you guys have connected like really well early on.
No, even Craig said he's never seen a cat with this personality before. And I'm like, well, she's like her mom.
One green flag about Craig.
Is he loves cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know I hate a compliment.
Hate giving a man a compliment.
Especially for Craig. But
Right.
that's one thing that I'm like, that's a good man right there.
Right.
Because cats require consent.
Do they? Like you can't
Yes.
just like go up and pet. Right. You can't just like
Yes.
go up and pet a
Like
cat.
dogs, you can literally just like put their
You can
face in
steal
your
a
mouth.
dog.
For
so
sure. And the dog will
easily.
say thank you.
Yeah, the dog's like, of course I'm going to come with you.
Where, like you can't kidnap a cat.
No. Couldn't catch it.
Dogs will pay you to kidnap them.
Yeah.
This is a cat podcast.
Truly.
It's truly
That
a
was
cat
my
podcast.
that was my caption.
This is the cat podcast.
This is a cat podcast.
Also, what happened to you protecting Daphne from fame? Because it lasted
she's so
47
pretty.
seconds. Yeah. You were like, it's actually a disservice
It's
to our
actually
nation.
a disservice, especially in an election year. I was
Mhm.
like, the country needs something
Also,
to
Biden
unite on.
just stepped down is Daphne ready?
They do have the same shade of hair.
They do say, they do say that being a president is just about being like good looking. It's like 90% being good looking.
Being the president?
Yeah, like think about there's been no like really ugly presidents.
Have there been really good looking ones?
I mean, I don't want to get political, but some
So
of them
this
are
is
hot.
a political podcast.
Some of them are hot. Abraham Lincoln was like 6'9". Abraham Lincoln was like
I know they say like JFK was like our best looking president,
Yeah.
but like when I see pictures, I'm like, okay.
see, I like him.
You're into him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you like that look. You like light hair, light eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like your boyfriend. Okay, anyway. Craig doesn't have light hair, does he?
It's like light brown.
Yeah. Okay. So I was violently woken up this morning.
Bye.
My husband,
Mm-hmm.
who we forgot,
Wait, I feel like you never say the word husband.
because when I'm mad at him, he's my husband.
Okay.
My husband
Yeah.
plays golf, so he wakes up at 6 a.m., which is fine because I don't wake up
But I feel like he wakes up at 6 a.m. like,
naturally.
yeah.
No
like-
alarm.
Yeah, like, and
around
like no
5:30.
golf.
Yeah, no golf. He'll be up.
No, Dez's schedule is my jet lag schedule that I'm like trying to like hold on to all the time. And that's just like, it is just his schedule.
No, it's crazy. So he is like getting his golf shorts, and I guess he's seeing what's in his golf shorts,
Mhm.
and a nickel comes out
Okay.
and hits the floor. I thought we were getting bombed. Like, I thought we were under attack. I bounce up, and he's like, sorry, there's a nickel in my shorts. And I'm like, it's 5:30
You've
a.m.
had
on
a
a
nickel.
Sunday. Like, and then I just couldn't really fall asleep because,
So then you're up at 6 a.m.
so I'm up, but I'm not productive when I'm
Right.
up. It's just like the demons come early. So
What does Butter do?
Oh, Butter's happy I'm up.
Mm.
Butter, she starts cuddling because cats are up. Like they sleep during the day.
Right.
And then at like 3 a.m. Yeah, we're
Yes.
talking about cats again.
They have things
They
to
are
do.
busy.
Yeah.
Like
They're getting things in order.
they're getting things done. They're organizing things. They're working like multi-level marketing cat schemes. And then they're kind of like, when is she gonna wake up? And some cats will annoy you and wake them up.
Mhm.
Butter knows like this bitch is not getting up. So
Yeah.
she'll wait till I murmur.
Mhm.
And then she'll come in, start the petting. But then that's why like I hunky dory or whatever they call it, honky tonky. When you stay in bed.
Hunker down.
What's that thing going around on TikTok about like it's like a Swedish thing for when you wake up, you just like stay in bed for a long time.
Herkel.
Herkel-derkel.
Yeah.
You guys knew what I was talking about. Herkel-derkling. So we're cuddling.
Are you Googling that?
He doesn't even want to. He's like, I'm not even acknowledging that. But the thing about cats is like, however hard it was to get off the couch now, it's like 100 times harder when you have a cat with you.
No. I literally had to go somewhere on Friday, and I texted the person. I said, sorry, I can't come. My cat fell asleep on my leg. I said,
The
what
memes
am I
are real.
supposed to do?
The memes are real. So Sierra and I have been sending each other cat memes like since the day we met.
Mhm.
That's like the one crazy things will be happening in our lives, and I'll just be texting her a cat meme, and it's just how we connect. We don't
Right.
talk about anything important. So now you're
Wait,
kind of
when's the last time you talked to Sierra? You know?
we'll like have an insane phone conversation like once every couple months, and then go back to cat memes.
And that's true friendship, though.
It is so
because then
true
when
friendship.
you do talk, and it's like no time has passed.
And she knows that like I know what's going on through you if I need to get information.
I forget where I saw this. Where did I see this? I don't actually think it was TikTok. I think it was
Okay.
Instagram Reels. I don't know where it was, but someone said like the sign of a good friend is if you haven't seen them in a long time or like talked to them in a long time and then you see them, it's like they had just come back from the bathroom.
Yes.
And that I feel like is so true.
And you can't like fake that or force that. It's just there or
Right.
not. I also hate when like you feel like you should know more stuff about a person because they are online, but they're like not on your algorithm. So they like expect you to know things, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not in my algorithm. You should be, and I should know. But I'm like, did they get married, or did they just go on a long vacation? Like, did they have
Yeah.
a honeymoon? And that's confusing. And then some people you know too much when you see them, and you're like, I'm freaking
And I need
him
to
out.
like not say
Yeah.
that I know that you just went like here, and here with your
Yes.
boyfriend and then you broke up and then like
Yes.
yeah.
Also, I haven't been following too closely, but did you see Brooke Schofield got a cat?
I didn't see
She
that.
got a kitten.
But I thought she had a cat.
She has a cat, but she got a kitten.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I don't want to like make it about us,
Mm-hmm.
but everything goes back to Giggly.
Mm-hmm.
I was texting her and I was like, by the way, Paige got a cat. Don't tell anyone because
Mhm.
it wasn't out yet. But
Yeah.
I was obviously telling everyone I knew.
Right.
And she was like, oh my God, this is so cute. So maybe I inspired her to get a cat.
What kind of cat did she get?
She got a Bengal from like the side of the road, she said.
Oh my God.
But Bengal cats are known to be like, really feral. Like
Aren't they big too?
they will grow big and they also like, they're
No,
talkative.
what's the one that's like huge?
Oh, I was gonna say a monsoon. Chris-
Mancoon.
Mancoon. Is it Mancoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like.
When you said monsoon, then it popped in my head. See, that's why we're friends because, like, that is a perfect example of our friendship. Monsoon, and then I thought of it, Mancoon. Got it. Like,
Do you
you
ever
led me there.
hang out with your man though, and like you say something really stupid, but like obviously I'm like I'm gonna get there. I'm just
Right.
taking my time,
Mhm.
and they're like, "That's not the word."
Yeah.
And
sometimes when I'm with Craig, like, I'll say something and he'll just, like, look at me or, like, continue doing what he's doing. And, like, under my breath, I'll be like, Hannah would have laughed. Or, like, Hannah would have gotten it.
not to talk about men again, but I'm trying not to talk about cats. I do
Mhm.
have to do a shout out to my husband though for just being like really cool during a time of like his girl doing something big. I feel like
I'm so happy you're bringing attention to
because I thought
that.
I was talking to my mom this morning and I
Yeah.
was like, let's wait a second because we were talking about previous men in my life
Mhm.
who've tried to destroy my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it a miracle?
Past boyfriends would have cut the cameras when you were filming Netflix and been like, shoot, a technical difficulty.
Like the amount of men that have actually tried to ruin my career, like go out of their way to like blackball me. Like I've dealt with
Yeah.
so much shit. Really, the girls have been amazing. It's
Right.
truly just been men.
Mhm.
And I was like, how the like, not to reward men for doing nothing, but like, thank God he's doing nothing right now.
Well, here's the other thing that sometimes like I get a little bit annoyed with the men. Like, like
Now
one-
we're mad at him.
Like, you know, that lasted all of 30 seconds. We're like, you know what? Actually, sorry, you're doing the right thing.
Taylor Tomlinson, shout out to Taylor, an amazing friend and comedian, has this hilarious joke where a guy would tell her every time a girl hit on him. And she was like, thank you so much for holding to like the one thing of this arrangement that you have to do is
No.
not cheat on me.
The literal
And it's like-
one disclaimer before you get into it.
And it's like the only thing you had to do. And also like, she's like, do you not realize that we could fuck any guy we want at any time?
literally.
And I'm saying like, when I'm at my ugliest,
Mhm.
there's a man in the Lower East Side that
Ready.
is ready for me
Beyond
right now, and he's
ready,
sweaty
waiting.
and disgusting. Actually, for Burner Phone, we have like people call in on the pod, and it's the best part. We get to like hear from people, and he calls me and he goes, "I think this is the next level of your comedy because we have men starting to submit stuff that like in inappropriate ways." So
Like what?
this-
Like give me an example.
this
like, what do you mean?
dude, like I said, like submit to the pod, and he just submitted this like sexting type, phone sex type message to me about like my pussy.
About like loving you?
Not that romantic.
Oh.
Like gross.
But like hitting on you.
yeah, like being like, Hannah, you're hot, and I like
Oh my God.
something what he wanted to do.
What do you
and
want to do?
Des is I'm like Des literally is the one who listens to them all. So
Yeah.
he's like, babe, come in here.
You gotta listen to
You got-
this.
And I was like, don't you like? Isn't that fucked up? Like,
yeah.
and he's like, yeah, but it's kind of funny that he thought it was going to you, but it went to me. And I was like, yeah. I went on Howard Stern's
Mhm.
summer school thing, and we got a call in from a guy, and he was being so nice. Like he was like, I love your hand on the street interviews. Every
Mhm.
guy talks the same in my accent.
Yeah.
Love your hand on the street. I like how you interview people, you make them be themselves, da da da. And then he goes, have you ever been spit roasted?
Wait, let me.
This is
Chris is laughing.
Guys
Are you
know what it
laughing
is.
because you know what it is?
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
don't
wait,
know
okay,
what it
hold
is.
on. Let me.
I know what it is now, but at the time I didn't know. And
Okay,
I'm
let
sitting
me
there with
try
4
and
men.
do-
But I'm funny though, right? I'm funny. So I go, like,
Don't tell me what it is.
in my head, I say like a pig, and they all just look at me and they're like, we're sorry, we're going to get this guy off. And I go, wait, no, let me answer. And I go, sorry, I don't cook. And no one laughed. No one laughed. And I was like,
Wait.
oh, so I have to be sexually harassed and I can't make a joke?
Give me. Please use the phrase in a sentence.
like last night, me and my teammate spit roasted a girl. Is that what they
Spit
say?
roasted. And do you have
Is that what they
do you have
Chris, what would they? How
do
would
you
they use
have the
it?
origin of
Chris,
it?
what's the origin?
Spit roasted?
Chris,
okay,
when
I'm
have
gonna
you
try and
used it?
think.
Is it like a porn thing that you guys do?
Spit
That we do.
roasted.
That you guys like fucking you freaky little freaks?
But okay, hold on. But if it's happening, the man is doing it to the girl, or the girl's doing it to the guy.
It involves 2 men and 1 girl.
2 men and 1 girl.
See, every
Okay,
man
hold on,
knows
let
it
me
and we
think.
don't.
Spit roasted.
I mean,
So you don't know what the origin is.
Is it okay? He's spitting in
no.
your mouth, and the other one's
it's not that literal.
This guess is off.
spit roasted.
I literally had no idea, but it sounded violent.
I can't. What I'm thinking in my head is disgusting, and
You,
I
like,
just
can't
feel
even
like
say it
yeah,
out
I can't even
loud.
say it out loud.
Yeah.
I would assume that like if you're having sex with 2 guys,
Yeah.
one is in front of you and one is behind you.
Yeah, but how's
and
that
it's, like-
different from the Eiffel Tower?
I don't know. I think they're like.
Can you
But
boys
okay,
figure
so
out
what
your
is
words?
it?
Like,
What-
figure it out.
Is that what it is?
Well, I don't know.
What is it?
You want me to look it up?
Yeah, Google
Oh
the
God,
proper.
we're gonna HR.
No,
Like-
go to Urban Dictionary.
Someone's
and
getting in
look
trouble.
Up.
So part of being a woman in comedy is you either deal with
You
men.
learn something new every day, you know, and that's what we should all take from this.
We're learning and we're growing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a verb.
Okay.
Spit roast. A sexual activity involving 3 people, 2 active males and 1 passive male or female. Man 1 penetrates person 2 from the rear, in parentheses, anal or vaginal.
Oh, either.
He/she sucks the penis of person 3.
Okay. Oh, so it's just a Tuesday.
Oh, so Eiffel Tower is just when their heads connect.
I don't
at the
think their
top.
heads. No, they slap hands.
Oh, they slap hands. I thought that they were like do,
I don't know if there are people like out there doing that.
Do you know what's like gives me the ick?
Mm.
Men Eiffel Towering.
If you're acknowledging, if 2 men are acknowledging each other during the threesome, should I leave? It's like, whoa, guys, whoa.
It's also like, I mean, I don't even. Anyway, so
So, anyways, you got spit roasted on
I
Howard
got
Stern.
spit roasted on Howard Stern, which was like on brand.
Yeah.
And then Des is getting messages. But not all guys are bad.
No, that's true.
And I realized if you're a girl listening who you've been having trouble trying to find like a guy who's not intimidated or who can handle you, that kind of
Mhm.
shit, you need to find someone that like honestly Des is tired. Like he's had his like so many highs in his career and so much stuff going on. Like he loves that he can kind of be there for me now.
I feel like I do always get more nervous in front of people I know,
Mhm.
like doing anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
stop looking at me. Like,
Also,
I can't.
It's
do it
all
in
about the
front of you.
process. Like it's every single day that like we've been helping each other with our stuff. The actual day of filming, it's like I did my work, you're ready. I
Right.
supported you up to this point. I don't need to distract you because I'm so beautiful. When you're on stage, you're like, oh my God, sorry, my wife. Oh, the police are coming for me.
You gotta.
Can we talk about bikinis for a second?
Yeah.
Have
Is
you
this a
s-
gripe?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not really great because I support all women in the arts, but like,
Mhm.
have you seen the new trend where the girls are wearing a normal bikini, but suddenly everyone's showing their underboob?
No, I haven't seen that. I thought tankinis were coming back.
I would love tankinis to come back.
No, I think tankinis are like about to have are having a little bit of a moment in Gen Z.
Wait, that's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel all your plans. Tankinis are coming back. Because my thing
Limited to listen up
is, why are you not the face of it?
because it's for kids, and it's sold in Kohl's.
Okay, don't come for
Chris
Kohl's.
Even Chris was offended by it.
Don't come for Kohl's.
I'm not
Kohl's-
coming for Kohl's, but
Kohl's.
it's for they're brought it back for
Okay, well,
tweens.
it's a missed opportunity.
It was a missed opportunity, and we could have done a whole tankini line.
Well, I just want to do a shout out to Lindsay Pelas,
Mm.
who started the whole like bikini on half her boob,
Yeah.
and like she's been doing it for like a decade.
Like getting a smaller top and it's underneath.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have to have big boobs. Like all girls are doing it.
Yeah.
it's
Like,
just
do you like a-
risky. It's
do you-
risky.
Would you rather an under boob or a side boob?
I've like actually never done an under boob.
Mm.
I think side boob is like cunt.
Yeah. I like an under boob. I'm trying to think if I ever really
It's just
do
like,
it.
have you ever done it on purpose? Like, I feel like.
Not on purpose, no. I've done a side boob on purpose, obviously, but I've never done an under boob on purpose. But I feel like it does look hot.
I have some fun like summer themes that I wrote down. And I was like, I have to ask Paige this on Giggly Squad because we went to Snowflake, which is the best homemade ice cream
Where?
in Long Island in Riverhead.
That sounds so fucking good right now.
It's literally like so, oh
you know
my
what
God,
I would
it's
kill for
amazing.
right now, which is so niche? Remember when you were in middle school and you'd get those Dixie cup ice creams and one side
With
was
the
chocolate
little wooden
the wooden spoon, which would send me into a literal coma. But I would devour like 12 of those.
Would
right
you
now.
combine it or would you eat
No.
vanilla then chocolate?
I never combined it.
Is combined it the word?
Yeah, it is. I've never combined it.
I'm freaky with food, you know that. So I was like being naughty.
You're
and,
all
like,
up in there.
I think I ate the wooden spoon.
See, oh my God, we're both so fucking opposite. I hated the way the wooden spoon felt in my mouth.
Because
I
you
was
feel like you're
this-
getting a splinter in
I
your
was like,
tongue.
this is dirty. I was like, give me a goddamn spoon.
Give me a
The
platinum
turtles
spoon.
are fine. Give me a fucking spoon.
That was very ahead of its time before they
A
even
wooden
knew the turtles
spoon?
were drowning.
Yeah, a wooden spoon.
Do you prefer a cup or a cone? Because someone made a TikTok, like, if you're not getting a cone, you're crazy. And I was like, then call me fucking crazy. Because I'm getting a cup.
Okay. This is about to blow your friggin' mind. It depends on where I am. But
And if you're taking a photo.
And if I'm taking a photo. If I'm taking a photo, we're going cone.
We're going cone. But I'm not talking about photo. I'm talking about authentically you, not for the camera.
Authentically me, not for the camera. I like to get a cone because I do like the taste of the cone and I like to start out with like eating the cone. But then sometimes I get sick of the ice cream, but I don't want to throw it out. So I will also ask for an additional cup. And then I'll just put the ice cream right in there and then I'll spoon off the ice cream as much as I want. Then I'll pick the cone back up with a little bit of ice cream
So
on it
you're
and
high
then I eat
maintenance.
it. Beyond high maintenance. I have a process. Because here's the thing, I feel like up until like a couple years ago,
You started a full LLC to eat ice cream.
when I was younger, like in the summer, my dad, honestly, I don't know how he didn't like gain 1,000 pounds. Every single night in the summer, my dad would stop and get me ice cream. Like
Wait.
I'm not kidding, every single night, right when I got out of school
Yeah, it's ice
until
cream
I
time.
went back, we had ice cream every single night. He would take me to Friendly's. I'd get the same thing every
My
time.
dad loved Friendlies.
Yeah.
My dad would do this thing where we'd be like playing a game or golf or something, and whatever I do, he'd be like, "If you get it in, I'll get you a milkshake." And he'd just keep doing that until so he could get a milkshake.
Right.
So he would play that
Not
game.
a huge milkshake girl.
Milkshakes are overrated.
Like, take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. I mean, they're so good, but like you feel sick. You just
You can have like a
drank-
few sips. Like, I'd
Yes.
rather eat the ice cream than really get a milkshake.
My thing is, do you actually like the taste of waffle cones? Or do you like the sugar cone?
I like the sugar cones.
Okay, thank you. Let's raise awareness on
Okay,
that.
I have actually never ordered, like, I don't actively get a waffle cone.
You have to say, "Can I have the sugar,
Sugar
cone?
cone.
Okay, good. We're on the same page because waffle cone, it's cardboard.
No, waffle cones are not good.
They're not good.
They just have good PR.
They have
because they're-
amazing PR.
And you want to know what it is? It's the structure of their body. Like the body of a waffle cone, it's different. It's unique.
It's snatched.
Yeah, it's never been done before. Where like the sugar cone is like its frumpy cousin, and it's like nobody
Yeah.
cares about the sugar cone.
But it
I
gets
do.
it done.
Yeah.
It gets the job done. My thing is, I think I'm too spastic for a cone. I think I'd be talking and I would like get excited about something and then like I'd fling it or I would crack it.
I was so high maintenance that like eating ice cream with my mom, like I'd eat it for a little bit and then I'd give it to her and say,
You
please
needed a
clean
team.
it.
You
Please
needed a
clean it
team.
up for
Oh,
me.
how would she clean it?
She would clean up the parts that were like dripping and then she'd give it back to me and then I'd
You're a
eat.
monster.
No, I was a full. I hated like anything that was
Well, you don't
gonna
want
get
it
me
dripping.
dirty.
Yeah, I didn't want it dripping on me.
I like would freak out. Like I really couldn't even play with the neighborhood kids because I was like, Mom, they're so dirty. Like they're messy.
So we shot something last week together and we're at the hotel. I don't even want to talk about
No,
it. It's actually
we didn't
really
even-
upsetting.
No. Hannah and I had to do something
We're
the other
so
day.
excited to shoot something. No one ran it by us.
The call time was
4:30
4:30 in the morning.
a.m. So we'd wake up at like 3:40.
I mean, I couldn't even believe we went to bed. I remember waking up and just being like, this is illegal.
No, for sure it was illegal, and someone's getting arrested.
It's child labor.
Probably us. But it was so funny because I didn't wake up with like morning face because I still
Because
It
we
was still
hadn't hit
nighttime.
it.
I
We
hadn't
hadn't hit a REM.
the REM hadn't hit. I was like, this is amazing. I'd rather do this than shoot at like 9 a.m. But I got there and it's hot. It's a summer.
I forgot my Stanley there.
oh no.
I know. This is my backup
As she's
Stanley.
drinking your breakfast, the one that anyway, she leaves her Stanley
Yeah,
everywhere.
this is the Stanley you brought.
It's
me.
crazy because it's the biggest Stanley I've ever seen. How do you not walk into it?
You know,
when
when I
you're
was
trying to leave?
walking out of the shoot and I was
You
like, I
felt
feel like
lighter.
I'm forgetting something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not. And it was
Yeah.
my freaking Stanley.
Well, you're a
Anywho.
mother now. Like, there's a lot
I have
going
so
on.
much to
But I was
about.
in the hotel room at like 5 a.m., air conditioning,
Mm-hmm.
and sweating. And I was just like, it's really fucking hot. And they were like, it's funny because we did a shoot with Paige the day before in, it was 90 degrees in a school place or something
Yeah.
that had no AC and she didn't sweat.
Wait. Okay, I did this photo shoot last week and it was like probably one of the most fun shoots I've done. One of like the most like things I'm so excited to come out in September.
Well, it's like, seems artsy.
It was very artsy. It was very like back to school vibe almost. But
because you're trying to get Limited 2 to call you.
I'm just like, guys, this could have been us. He's just send them
I'm
all
a
these memes.
teenager.
I'm like, could be us, but you're playing. And so they called me and they were like, we're so sorry, but there's no air conditioning here. And it was like one of the hottest days of the
See,
year.
that's if I was,
Mm-hmm.
the shoot's canceled.
And I was like, oh my God, totally fine.
I
Like,
go, everyone's going to drown.
Well, here's what I said. I go, as a child model, because when I legit did do Limited 2, all the back to school shoots were in the summer. So like your shoot, like model shoots are opposite. So like you're shooting winter stuff in the summer.
Yes.
So you're
Oh my
in full
God.
coats and you're in whatever. Like they would have to like make sure you had water.
I
and
can't
like,
wait for the
didn't pass out.
documentary to come out about
Limited 2
modeling.
models.
It's just you and the
It's just me and literally, yeah.
We had to wear coats when it was 80
And
degrees.
it was like really stressful and nobody asked if we were okay. So I was like, I totally get it. I'm used to that. Like I can wear the coats. And I really legitimately did not sweat. Like they had this big,
He said everyone was dying of
No,
sweat, and you were just like,
my assistant had to walk out because she thought she was going to pass out. I looked over at her at one point and she had taken her pants and pulled them all the way up to her
she's
thighs.
me. She's me.
And like
I'm
took
her.
off her shirt and was just like, she couldn't even
Butt-ass
take
naked.
content that day. She was like, I'm so uncomfortable.
Her phone was just slipping off her hand.
No, literally. And so people had to like step out and I was like, let's keep going. Like next shot, like I'm ready to go.
I don't think I can ever be fully accepted by the fashion world because of my sweating. And that's what I tell myself when I don't get an email from
I
Dior.
wonder though if that's not great for me that I don't
Sweat.
Well, I was sweating.
Does it come out on like your back or something? Like where is it coming out?
No, I was sweating a little on my back. I sweat a lot under my hair.
Well, that's perfect because no
But
one
here's
sees
the
it.
other thing. I had about 2,000 pounds worth of hair extensions in my hair. So it was like I had a fur hat on for the entire day.
Wait, I'm so dumb. I was like, her hair is so long right now.
Oh, in those pictures?
Yeah. Like I really thought your hair grew.
Did
the
I
last
show
week.
you those pictures?
No, but I think you posted like a BTS of you lying
and
down.
I did, yeah, and I had hair extensions.
What's
on.
your favorite hair length of all time? Say it now. Say it now.
Wait, that just
No.
sounded so like. What's your favorite movie of all time?
What's your favorite color?
What's my favorite hair length of all time? I either liked when I had my short bob
Mhm.
or when I like had my long hair. Like I used to have hair like down to my like
I know. And you'd like wear it to the side.
yeah
Your old reporting days.
my old clubbing days.
Wait, Paige. By the way, I told you, I call everyone Paige. I call my cat Paige. I call my mom Paige. It's become, I literally was like, Butter, Paige. Get out of my head.
Yep.
So I did sports broadcasting at University of Wisconsin.
Mhm.
Close to around the time that you did, what reporting was that you were doing? You know, when you're like on a desk when you first had Instagram and you were like talking to camera.
That was my first job. I was like trying to make videos to like put on YouTube.
News videos.
But
we have to do
I
a
worked at like
compilation.
a news station and would do like
Was it in
Albany.
Albany?
Albany CBS 6. I interned there for 2 years.
I'm obsessed with that.
Mhm.
So yeah, we have to do a
If I
compilation
didn't
video.
move to New York City, I probably would have stayed and done my local news.
You would have been like, I don't know if you could do weather.
Well, no, you have to go to school for weather.
Oh, you have to like.
Yeah, that's
See,
like
that's okay. I have so many-
meteorology is actually like like you have to go to school for that and like no. You
This
can't
is
just
my-
like one day be like, and now I'll do the fucking weather, bitch.
But like, why don't they have a person? Like, why don't they have the meteors like tell you and then you just say it? Like the people who do the news are not like investigating on the spot all the time.
Well, most of them are though. Like
Oh.
that is the whole
I
thing
thought they
about
were
being
just
a news
reading off a
reporter is like you
teleprompter.
are the reporter. Okay, like the nightly news,
Yeah.
like those anchors, yeah, no, they're reading.
Yeah.
But like the field reporters, they're the ones.
I just think that's a lot to
That's
ask.
being a journalist.
I think that's a lot to ask for the
that
meteorologist.
was your major too.
No, I didn't get into journalism school. I was communications, very different. Journalism at Wisconsin was like people are
Oh.
winning. Like,
I was communications, but I was focused in
your
journalism.
college is canceled.
Sorry, you know what?
Do you know?
And you know
Wait,
what?
did I tell you I talked to Jimmy Fallon about you?
No, you didn't tell me. Did you say that I went to St. Rose?
Well, there's this whole thing that afterwards you sit down on the couch and then you have like 30 seconds that you have to not embarrass yourself in front of Jimmy Fallon. And he was laughing at the Q-tip joke and I was
Yep.
like, ha. And then I go, by the way, my best friend Paige and my cousin Gianna
Mm-hmm.
went to St. Rose. And he goes, no. And I go, and it's canceled. What the hell? And he's like, yeah, like, of course, I'm the alumni of a school that gets canceled. And I was like,
No, he's like the most famous to come out of
you and Jimmy
just,
and my cousin Gianna.
no, literally. So where is she going to school now?
I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea.
because I feel like one
She's
day
in New
they just
Jersey.
literally sent everyone an email and be like, hey guys.
She's in New Jersey, and honestly, when someone goes to college in New Jersey, if it's not Rutgers, I get very confused.
Yeah.
There's like NJITF,
No, I get
JQ. Next question,
Mm.
because I have a lot of questions for you. Have you worn jorts yet?
I can't do it, Hannah. I can't do it because
Because you don't.
I have a short torso. I feel like, no, I could do it.
You
but
could-
I just like can't.
It doesn't.
It's not my
It goes against everything you
stand for.
Yeah.
And work and represent. Yeah.
But you
it would be like
did-
if one day I was just like jorts and Crocs
and like
and a jersey,
a New Jersey.
a crop jersey. I could do a crop jersey.
Did you want to tell everyone what you said about my outfit on Color Daddy?
I texted it. No, I said this to you to
my
your face.
fully to my face.
I low key loved it. Like but here's the thing, I loved you in it.
Okay, you're making your point clear.
I'm not trying to force that outfit on other people.
This is the problem about me having a stylist who I love and understands me.
Yeah.
She lets me
Be you.
a little too much,
Mm.
which I love, because she was like, what do you want to do for Color Daddy? Like, you give them like an idea,
Yeah.
like, this is the vibe I want, and I go, Billie Eilish, NYX,
I
vintage
also
NYX.
love that at Barstool you were wearing a shirt that said meats. I don't think people were picking up on it enough.
I didn't get enough credit. The Mets also messaged me. I don't think they realized it was a Meats shirt.
Wait. What did they say?
They were like, hey, we'd love for you to throw the first pitch, possibly, maybe, one day. And Des was like, she's a fucking Yankees fan.
No. Oh, what's going on here?
Is that not the outfit?
No. Oh, that's the Color Daddy outfit.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
the
like,
Color Daddy
I was like,
outfit.
that's
no,
just
the
the
Meats.
Knicks.
It's from this Instagram.
Wow, you were going really sporty this week.
So sporty. It's called Old Jewish Men. That's the Instagram that I got the Meats shirt from. And I am a Mets fan. It's just half my family is Mets, half is Yankees, and I can't choose. But I can depending on how they're doing in the year. And I would like to
And
throw
also
first
your
pitch.
ex-boyfriend played for the Yankees, and so it's like,
It's a whole, yeah.
it's a whole
Well,
thing.
you have to bring that up. People still send me that.
Speaking of sports, Have you watched any of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders documentary?
Okay, so Grace was actually telling me to
Mm.
watch it, and I got upset after the first 3 minutes. I got too upset.
Wait,
I got like emotionally upset.
no, elaborate.
When they were going through which girls were like ugly or pretty
Mhm.
enough, I couldn't do it. I was like, leave these women alone. They're all perfect.
Did you ever watch the original show
No,
that was on TLC? I think it
no.
was on TLC. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, apparently they've gotten so much better.
I mean, whatever really was happening was edited out, I'm sure. Like,
Well,
yes,
one of the
it's-
girls is in trouble because she was like, yeah, like we have eating disorders. And
No.
someone was really like, some girls are mean. And they are like so mad at her for saying that.
No, it's.
I was like, isn't that the point?
I haven't finished it.
Mhm.
I will say, I think it's shot like beautifully. Like
Mhm.
it's a really good way. Like they put it together. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's like the production value of it. I
Yeah.
think is really good.
Yeah.
There are like some things where I'm like, is anyone talking about this
Well,
online?
this is the thing. I don't think, I haven't watched it. So I
Yeah.
have no evidence. But like, did they realize that people are like, this is insane? But they're filming it like this is cool.
I kind of feel like Texas in general is like in a little bit of a bubble.
Oh, for sure.
Like they're in their own kind of like world
For
and they
sure.
go by their own rules. So
For
I feel like
sure.
it's almost like if you don't live in Texas, like you wouldn't get it
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Also, full respect, cheerleading is such a difficult sport. Just the concept of when it's used purely to root on men, I can't.
Well,
Imagine
yeah.
if your whole sport is to support a man.
And it was like, and it did touch on eating disorders, but like it wasn't giving the root of it was like, but it's because of you guys. Like are we all like acting like, oh, she
It's her problem.
Yeah, like
She made it up.
It's her problem.
Like you're not weighing her every time she walks
yeah,
in.
like she did it to herself type of thing. It's like, okay, but this is directly from you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like that part is a little bit awkward and like uncomfortable.
I couldn't get past the first 3 minutes when they were basically like turning down girls because they weren't pretty enough, especially when like it was their idea of pretty.
Okay, well then you would have never gotten through the episodes when they're literally cutting people because these
No, I can't. The cutting.
because before they cut the
When they
people.
crush people's dreams.
Hannah, there's a full makeover day that
The swan.
No, literally that like before they've even gotten the full team. Like they're in training camp right now. And so they do like a full makeover day and they like bring all the girls into
Like
a
America's
salon.
Next Top Model.
Yep.
She's
and
like,
then
you're
they
going
look
blonde.
at each one and they're like, and now you're gonna be a redhead. And this is too like you need
And
highlights.
these women are good at this because they know what images work of what men think is hot. Like they're basically changing
I
them for
don't
the male
know.
gaze.
I don't know what the criteria is.
Exactly. That's why it was so weird. It was just these like older women being like, she should definitely go blonde.
And then then they do the outfit fittings. And it's like the skinniest girls you've ever seen in your life. And they're like, I'm not loving the way that's sitting on you. And I'm just like,
The way I would have torched that place.
no. And like the women that are telling, like, and then they're cutting like the girls, and the girls are devastated. And they're
Well,
like,
yeah, because they haven't eaten for 9 months.
and they're starving.
And they're starving.
And so they're like, can you please, like, it's almost like they cut you with no warning. They're like, look, we think they gaslight the fuck out of them too.
Yeah.
They're like, you're so busy. How would you even?
busy trying to become a Dallas
And the
cheerleader.
girl's like, I know I can do it. Like, give me another week. Like, and I'll nail it. And they're like, no, we just don't think that like you'll get it in that time. And so like the way they let them go too, like
well, yeah, because they're not
is
like
devastating.
It's all just like on their weird vibes. It's not like, oh, you won this match, so you get to the next round. It's like your energy
Yeah,
that
and-
you were bringing to the function wasn't right.
wasn't right. And here's the other thing. This is like going to be a little bit of a controversial statement. I don't think I respect anyone that much to let them tell me like you should change this about how you look and you're not going to be able to get this in 1 week. Like I love revenge. So like if someone was saying that to me,
Mhm.
I feel like I would have stood up and been like, let me tell you about yourself for a second.
No, but this is the thing.
Have you ever looked in the mirror? Who told you could be a redhead?
This is the
like
thing.
that shit.
This is the thing. Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders is the ultimate. It's not like oh, I'm gonna leave and do better. Like this is the best of cheerleading. like they are the ultimate. So it's
Right.
like you're not gonna get to like the best job and be like, fuck you guys. It's all they want.
Yeah, we would.
I mean, I
Yeah,
would, yes.
yeah.
But I'm saying if you really want to be a cheerleader, like you're not gonna go be.
If I got my dream, what is my dream job? We're doing it though. So like,
Yeah,
who's gonna
we
tell?
can't-
We can't. Who are we gonna say?
Look,
Fuck
let's be
off?
honest. We're at a point we're not good with bosses.
Here's the thing. I just wanted to go in and hug a lot of them
Well,
and
yeah.
be like, I'll stand. Like,
But
I'll
you know
say
what I'm gonna
something
say?
for you.
Oh, I'm gonna say it in a way I think you'll get it because we've all been there.
okay.
The boy you're obsessed with, he looks at you
Yeah.
and he's like, "I think you look really pretty when your hair's a little shorter." Like
You're
you
like,
haven't.
"Okay."
That's
Like, hold on a
literally.
second.
That's I'd be like, oh my god, it's crazy because I was cutting my hair I literally was cutting my hair when you walked in.
I'm trying to think. Like,
So
when's
it's
the
like,
last
think
time
of-
that's happened to me? And I've been like, yep, I got it.
That took all of 1 second. All of
One time I was like
1 second.
obsessed with this guy, and he dressed like very quirky. Like,
What did he do?
he actually like didn't even do anything. Like, I just like knew what his style was,
Yeah.
and so like I went on ASOS one time, and I remember like I was gonna be like with my friends for like 2 days straight, and I was like, okay, I need to get like quirky outfits. That he's gonna be like, that's so cool.
Your mom must have been furious.
No, I'll never forget it. It was like I got this like polo dress that was like long sleeves, but it had like different colors. And I remember her holding it up at one point and goes, "What is this? Don't ever wear this." I was like, it was a phase I went through.
I was
Get rid
actually
of it.
talking to Kate Kennedy about this,
Mhm.
and I was telling her about how my best friend, who not doing well in school at the time,
Yeah.
memorized the entire Yankees roster.
Yeah.
So a guy who liked the Yankees would like her. And I was like, you can't do math. Like, you can't even spell. And you memorized everyone and their positions for dick. Like, this is crazy behavior.
Sometimes in my 20s, like when there was like a lull in dating or I was just like over everyone,
Yeah.
I would go on the Yankees roster so that I knew what they looked like, so that if ever I ran into one about town, I would know that was a Yankee.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's
that is
sick.
part of the game if you're being a jersey chaser, is you got to know who they are.
That's true.
That's the first rule of jersey chasing.
Yeah.
Also, do you know like how moms get crazy strength? Like if
like adrenaline. Yeah.
yeah, like if their baby's under a car, they'll like
Yeah.
lift a car. That's
Yeah.
just what I heard. You get like crazy crush strength where like you can do insane things.
No, my stamina when I have a crush is unmatched.
Do you feel like you're like you get elevated in like all your like your senses? Like you like can see him from like 500 feet, peripheral vision. You know where he is because he's your crush. You're like, everyone shut up. I'm watching him from the side.
like in a dark, pitch black club, I can see his eyes and I can see who he's
We get
talking to.
straight
Like,
up superpowers.
no, it's kind of scary.
And then even in the bedroom, you're like, I've never done this position before, but today this is what I do. This is my thing. I've pulled every
You're
tendon.
just so like
in my
into
leg.
like trying new experiences.
I
And
love
like
it.
you're just so easy and go with the flow.
But you know what? I do think dating gets harder in your 30s in a good way, where just a lot of women are like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So then, like,
yeah,
they
well,
have
you're
to
more
wait.
authentically yourself.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you're like, this is
that's
embarrassing.
like I would be scared right now to like be actually out dating, because sometimes I think about like, okay, what would I be like if I was single right now at like 31?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so drastically different than when I was single at 27.
Because you're like, don't tempt me to be alone. Don't tempt me to leave this. I would love to. Leave this
and I'm like,
babe.
oh, I'd be a shut-in. Like,
For sure.
I wouldn't. And anything, like now, I think if I went on a first date and someone said something
yeah,
where like 5-6 years ago, I'm like, he's zany. Like,
yeah.
he doesn't shower. He's like all natural. Like now, if someone said something that I would leave.
Yeah.
I'd be like, look, I
I
gotta
don't
go
have time.
home.
Like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Where in your 20s, you'll literally be like, wait, this is a new kind of guy that I've never experienced before. And he's going to teach me all these new things about hygiene that I didn't know.
And now I'd just be like, blocked.
Well,
Like, get out of here.
Shout out to the girls who are dating, because, like, do you know how it's so hard to, like, engage with any man?
Yeah.
You have to meet a new man, like, multiple times a week when you're dating,
Mm-mm.
which is unsafe.
Not me, not now.
The energy they bring to functions.
No, that's the other thing. They taking on their energy.
Mhm.
It's just like, no.
Yeah.
Multiple first dates, I couldn't. I can't.
Maybe
if
we-
I was single right now, I think I'd legitimately have to. I wouldn't date for like a
I
while.
would FaceTime.
I would FaceTime.
I would just do FaceTime, and then I wouldn't have the balls to be like, I don't think this is working out. I'd be like, oh no, I'm under a bridge
I think I would do like one date a month, like
on
truly.
FaceTime.
Yeah, like I couldn't.
Or it would be like you're at work. Well, we don't have a work, but you'd be like somewhere you want to go, and you'll be like, you can stop by.
I hate when people stop by.
No, I know. I
What's
know.
stopping by?
I know. I also finally watched the Brandy Melville documentary, which I feel like you
Brandy
didn't.
Melville.
Brandy Melville. Was it?
Brandy Melville?
I think Helville was the name of the documentary. Or did I
Oh,
make
was
that
it?
up?
I think you made that up.
I don't think you did it justice. You were just like, what?
Did it justice what?
As in, you were like, yeah, it was like bad company.
Oh, did I even talk about it?
You very vaguely talked
Oh,
about
okay.
it, and then I was like, I don't
Honestly, I
wanna watch
didn't
it.
really like.
Watch it.
You're the documentary girl.
Yeah.
I watched it, but also like I was on my phone. Give me a freaking break. Like I watched it the way everybody else watches a documentary, and that's on your fucking phone.
Well, I didn't finish it, but like, it's fucked up. Brandy
it's-
Melville is run by
Some guy.
a weird Italian man.
Is he Italian?
He's an Italian man who like
I thought
started.
he was Russian.
He's Italian, but he had some Russian guys under him. Like it's a full
okay.
mob,
Yeah.
mafia, whatever. So in Italy, in Prato, there's all these like Chinese factories. So it
Mhm.
says made in Italy, but it's literally like it's a Chinese factory.
Mhm.
And he wasn't selling that well in Italy, so he just started Googling like US trends and then just did one size. You know, they have doors that's like purposely hard to get into because they only want skinny people in it. Like the doors are like really,
I really
narrow.
missed that part.
No, it's
I missed the
crazy.
skinny door
It was,
part for
like you literally
sure.
to walk in, it's like the skinniest door to fit. And their whole thing was when anyone wanted to work there, they had to take a photo and send it to the head guy, and he would say yes or no based on if she was pretty
Pretty
and
or not.
skinny. And then their job was whenever they saw a girl who was pretty to take a photo. So if you're just like shopping there, they go, hey, can we take a style shot of you for research? And they take it, send it to him, and then he'd be like, hire her on the spot. So they just would hire girls based on being pretty. And then they would take photos of what these girls were wearing and then immediately replicate whatever their outfit was. And that's the entire business model. And then they would take these like cool like 16, 17-year-old girls and fly them like first class to
Mm.
China or Italy and just have them like look through everything. And at first you're like, this is so cool, women in the arts, giving these
Yeah.
girls power. But they're like, these girls are doing jobs that like a full C-level team would do.
And they're getting paid in like
Nothing. But the
Chocolate
girls
chip
are like, we
cookies.
got a free hotel room.
Yeah.
When it's like, you guys should be paying.
they're like, this is an honor to be asked. And it's
Exactly.
like, that's actually highly illegal.
And then they would
That's
basically.
legitimate child labor.
And it's basically like the Dallas cheerleaders, where they're both cults. And if the girls gained any weight, they'd get
No.
fired.
People aren't talking about that.
How it's
The
a
d-
cult.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
It's a full cult.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboy
I feel like
cheerleaders.
if you have to dye or cut your hair, it's a cult.
Wait. New criteria.
For cults.
If you have to change your hair, you're in a cult.
You're in a cult.
Because in what other situation?
Do you have to cut your hair?
Yeah. Unless the only acceptable one is like if you are a model and you're doing like some type of campaign and they're like, this is the vibe for this like one picture. Will
Yeah.
you like, can we do this?
Yeah.
That's different because
But-
then you get to leave and go home at the end.
Yes. But modeling is a little culty too.
It definitely has culty vibes.
For sure.
If you can get caught up in the wrong
yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
But such a good point.
But I just want people to understand that Brandy Melville is not like a bunch of like, even if it was a bunch of like evil women running it,
mm-hmm.
at least it's women running it. The fact that it's like an evil, creepy man
Mhm.
makes it so
and it's
much
like
worse.
for teens. Like that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. So it's like,
I never was in the Brandy Melville phase. Well, we
No.
didn't have one where I
remember walking
lived.
in and it was just like a fucking disaster.
I remember walking in one time, realizing it was one size fits all, and I was like, okay, well, that's like that doesn't work. How does that work? And
Yeah.
then like walking
Getting
out,
confused.
never went through that.
It was very
what's-
California.
Yeah, what's that other store that everyone loved in New York City?
American.
Not American Apparel.
I was obsessed with American Apparel.
Something Force? No, LXL.
H&M?
I don't know, but I remember all the girls from my PR like internship would go there after work, and I'd be like, "These are the most disgusting clothes I've ever seen. Like, why
Yeah.
are you guys all obsessed with this?"
Yeah,
And like leaving,
it's very culty.
very culty.
So yeah, everyone should just know about that. And I'm not taking down a small business. I'm taking down a cult,
A conglomerate.
a conglomerate.
I watched some of the Simone Biles.
I watched it all. Tell me everything.
I love her. I'm obsessed
How
with
funny
her.
is she?
No,
Like goofy, cute, obsessed.
I'm
Put her in my pocket.
No, I'm so obsessed with her and what she's doing for like women in general, women in sports, obviously, and just like mental health. And the fact that she, like, I feel like no one talks about if your mind is not connected to your body, you literally can't do anything.
Mhm.
And the fact that she called her mom right after she pulls out of the Olympics and says, I can't do it. And her mom says, then don't do it.
Wait,
like that
her mom was so
moment-
awesome there. Because
No.
her mom could have been like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like, we're all here watching
Yeah.
you. You ruined everyone's night. What do you do? Like, she could have
like,
been
come
like,
on, like, yeah, she could have been like very coachy, and Simone was like, I can't do it, and she
when
was
the
like,
mom
don't do
was
it.
like,
You're not doing
"Don't."
it.
You know what you're doing, you're not doing it. And you could tell that she was just like,
She just needed
That's-
her mom's like reassurance, and,
and
then
her
she
mom
like,
was
walks out.
clearly fine. She walks out, she goes, she's pulled out. It's fine. We're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Then when she goes back to sit down, she's out. Like it's fine.
We're
Next.
good.
Like I loved that energy.
Yeah, because everyone, like, I remember there's a lot of situations where you feel like you need to impress your family and everyone's there
Mhm.
supporting you.
Or, like
And
everyone's watching.
everyone's
yeah.
watching, that kind of thing. And oh my God, I just had chills because, what they call it the twisties, but it's
Mhm.
basically it's like the yips. Are you familiar with the yips?
I am not.
Okay, so the yips, I suffer from the yips a lot in tennis. It was really bad.
Mhm.
But it's like you get it in golf, you get it in sports. There's like in baseball, I think it was Chuck somebody on the Yankees, like got the yips and he literally couldn't throw from second base to first base. It's literally where you just get in your head about
Yep.
something
and then your body
and you
won't do
psych
it.
yourself out and you like can't do it. It's basically a severe anxiety disorder
Yeah.
with performance. So it's like how people get into slumps.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like that, but like yips is like it's like Tiger Woods when he was coming back like couldn't chip for a while.
Mhm.
And it's like
It's like writer's block.
it's exactly like writer's block. So the thing with Tiger Woods when he has the yips with chipping, it's embarrassing. Like an amateur golfer can chip better than him.
Honestly, that sounds like an ice cream parlor. Yip and chip.
Yip and chip.
I love it.
I'm
I
hungry.
really love it.
But if Simone Biles gets the yips,
Mm-hmm.
she could crack her skull open.
Well, right.
Which like
she
people
could,
were not understanding.
Yeah, people weren't like, I feel like talking about that. Like she could break her neck and be paralyzed.
And
like
yeah,
she's
and she wasn't going for like she has to go for insane moves. So
Yeah.
like the move she was doing, like she could paralyze herself.
it's crazy that like she changed the rules too because she's so good.
Oh yeah, she has full moves named after her and stuff. But the thing is she was like she's a human,
Mm-hmm.
and no one can understand the pressure of being the face of the Olympics.
Right.
I mean, Michael Phelps had to smoke weed to get through it, but like, it's to be human,
Right.
and then be put like a superhero.
Yep.
Like the stuff that she was battling, and then it's true she had a lot of past trauma from
Mhm.
a lot of forms of abuse,
Yep.
and like with performance, and that's why not to make it about my Netflix special, but like I felt like past stuff coming up when like a pressure moment arises.
Yeah.
Like your demons are like, ooh, we like this scary feeling. Like
Yeah.
this is where we live. It's like bacteria like
Yes,
thriving. It's like,
yes.
yes, this is our
It
time
like
to shine.
multiplies.
Yeah. And I think her basically being like, I'm gonna protect myself. And yeah, she was so depressed after, but she's coming back to
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Which, and then when I'm watching it, she was like, I never thought I'd be doing gymnastics at this point in my life. And I'm like, oh, damn,
She's
how
like
old is
39,
she?
you think?
Yeah, she's like, and I'm 27. And I'm like, okay, you know.
Well,
like-
gymnasts, at like 13.
No, it's crazy.
And talk about a sport with like beauty and
Yeah.
like their bodies had to look a certain way. Also, it was like primarily white girls who would wear
Mhm.
these like little bangs. Like it was all about these like weird, it looked culty.
Weird
It
haircuts.
looked like an Amish institution.
No, weird haircuts.
But everyone was like, it's the skinny blonde girl with bangs is how you have to look. So then like when Gabby Douglas won, everyone was like, why does her hair look like that? And it's like, because she doesn't have blonde bangs.
Right.
And why does that have anything to do with her performance?
Gymnastics.
So Simone Biles, holy shit. She's incredible. And her whole thing was just like, yeah, she had some mental blocks. And I think
the documentary is so good. And like it just made me jacked up for the Olympics this year. But now I'm like nervous.
Well, but this is the thing, doesn't everyone have mental blocks in their own way?
Yeah.
And it's like when you're dealing with that kind of pressure,
I could name 5 right now.
Yeah, your mental blocks just get exposed.
Right.
And like that was like when I played tennis, I lost my second serve.
Not your second serve.
My second serve.
What happened to the first one?
The first one was fine. Second serve, not good. Well, it's because the second serve is a different kind of serve than the first serve. Because you like have to get it in. Mm-hmm. It's like more pressure and it's more spin on it. And I tried to change my grip and it was this whole thing. And next thing you know, I like could not hit a second serve.
And so then what happens? You just start like losing?
I was hitting underhand. Like I was like, it's like you walk on the court. Like everyone was like, oh, Hannah's doing great.
Question specifically to tennis because gymnastics, it's not like you're like going against someone.
Yeah.
If you're going against someone and you know they have a mental block about something,
you destroy them.
Yeah. Are you like purposely playing into it?
The way I would win was because I was insane. Like I had so many mental blocks. The only way to win was to be like, I have issues, but this girl has even more issues.
Yeah.
So like, let's say like you slice it to their backhand and they miss, you go, and now we're going to do that 1,000 times until she wants to like chuck her racket out of the court. So tennis is just like.
It sounds a little culty.
It's a little culty. It is culty.
Sounds a little bit scary.
Culty.
They did make you wear a ponytail. They didn't make you dye it or cut it, but you did have to wear it back.
So I tell you, I got in huge trouble when I dyed my hair blonde.
From your tennis team?
Yeah. I think I lost a match and my coach was really mad and he goes, and instead of practicing, Hannah's over here dyeing her hair platinum blonde. And I was like, whoa. And my whole
Wait, that's so inappropriate.
No, obviously I didn't do it during practice, but he basically was saying that I wasn't focused enough.
Yeah.
Because I like dyed my hair and I was like, I dyed my hair because I'm having a fucking mental breakdown and I've lost my identity.
Sorry, my friend just got a job at Supercuts and she was practicing. Okay, sorry for being supportive.
So I'm supporting women in the arts and you have to go back because you clearly got the color wrong because it's kind of green. No, well, I connected with Simone too because like I would get in trouble for giggling and laughing during practice.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember I would laugh instead of crying because it was like 6 a.m.
People don't talk about what a fine line that is.
No, laughing and crying is the same thing. Wait, laughing and crying is literally the same thing.
No, it's the same.
This is a crying podcast.
Like, if I don't laugh, I think that's why we laugh so much.
Because we want to cry.
Will cry.
And you know what's funny? I never cry because I laugh so much.
Yes.
Because it's a release of something.
It's really not what we need to release, but it's something.
I love how we just figured out everything.
Yeah.
But also with the Simone Biles doc, she's so sweet and fun and human and multifaceted. And even if she doesn't do well in the Olympics, the whole point in the Tokyo Olympics, the whole point is her just like being multifaceted and dealing with adversity and always just like being herself.
What did you think of her husband? Because that whole thing happened.
I know there's drama. This is my thing.
And then it was like
you can't tell from a cut up documentary what people really like.
Right.
He seems super supportive.
Seems super nice.
A little too good looking for me to trust.
Take him serious.
No, just to trust.
Yeah.
Fully.
We hate a good looking man.
If he's too good looking, I'm like,
something's there. We're going to keep an extra
We're just keeping an eye out.
Keep an extra eye.
And also,
but I did like when she said, like, when she left the Tokyo Olympics, like, that is when she met her husband and, like, that is when she got married. Like, and she said that those were such a good 2 years for her. And, like, her mentally, she came back and she feels ready. So I was like, oh.
I do have to say, a lot of people do meet their significant other when they're going through, like, a really dark time. It's like when you're going through, like, you have nothing left. Like, you're going through an ego death. Like, you have nothing. Like, I always say, like, when I met Des, I was crying, like, every night.
Yeah.
And he this man was like, that's going to be the mother of my children.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've never cried in front of a man. Since then, I haven't really cried.
Right.
But he met me in a time where I was like dealing with really intense
I feel like
stuff.
that's the universe, like, does that. And it's like, here, I'm going to
Yeah.
help you out a little.
Yeah, but it's like, there's something about being like metaphorically naked.
Oh my God.
Like you're actually raw because you're like going through
Spit
something.
roasted.
Wait, should we start saying that?
No. Absolutely.
Spit
You're like,
roasted.
wait a second, should we do a t-shirt? It's like, I think we might lose a few people on that one.
Oh my God. Okay, one final question I had for you.
Okay.
Spanx.
Yeah.
I love Spanx.
Mm-hmm.
People wear it.
Yep.
How the fuck are you supposed to pee?
Okay. A couple years ago, I said, what do we need Spanx for? Who's wearing who cares?
Mhm.
Now, I love them. I don't think I will ever wear a dress without them.
Mhm.
Because I don't know if it's just getting older. I just feel
Secure.
secure. That's what it is. I feel
It's
secure.
like a hug. It's like a hug you didn't have when you were a kid.
Yeah, like I just feel secure. And so I'm going to say something that might be a little controversial. And
You don't drink liquids.
no, I drink a full Stanley. Sometimes I'm a pull to the side girl.
Well, this is my question. When it's the shorts.
You're on your own.
Because I, for Fallon,
Mm-hmm.
put on the shorts
Yeah.
that goes up to your rib cage.
Yeah.
And the second I put it on, I go, how am I going to get this off?
Are you saying that they should cut a little hole?
Well, Skims, do you know what they have?
No.
They have this thing that like it's I don't know how to describe it for people, but it's like a crossover that you can pull and it opens up.
But what if you peed on it a little? Like
Because when you pull and it opens up, you're not going to pee on it. It's kind of like a guy when he
so
pees.
sexual.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like I think like
I've never worn the shorts, so I can't commiserate with your misery.
Mhm.
But I think you either have to pull to the side or you have to take it down.
Because when you sausage yourself up like
Yeah.
that, part of me is like, someone give me a scissor.
No, full sausaged up.
I'll give myself a labiaplasty
Yeah.
if I need to pee.
No, undergarments are so interesting because I just can't believe I'm here and I'm wearing them. You know, like I thought never. I was like, I'll never wear that. Like that's crazy. Like I remember seeing my mom like put stuff on and then like putting on a dress and like putting her Spanx on. I'm just
Yeah.
like, how uncomfy. And now I'm like, this is who I am now. Literally just
Well, it's
wrap
like
me
modern
up.
day corset.
It literally is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
But you can do levels. Like there's like
Yeah.
medium, extra tight,
yeah.
loose.
No, I can't do extra tight.
Once
Okay.
my mom took off her Spanx and gave it to me before a show.
I know, I was there. I'll never forget it. One of the highlights of my life. She was like, you can't wear that underwear here.
And that's girlhood. You guys, thank you so much for giggling with us. We love you. Sign up for our newsletter. Rate, subscribe, review, swipe up. Anything else going on? We've been asking the gigglers to do a lot
We're like,
of
anything
heavy
else
lifting.
going on? Literally, the president stepped down today and we're like, and that's it. Okay, we got nothing. See ya.
Love you
There's
guys.
literally nothing going on in the world.
So bored. Bye.